Let's go to Corey in the car waiting patiently. Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Brady versus Mahomes thing. And to preface this, I am not a Pats fan, so this is kind of impartial. But the thing that drives me crazy about all these great conversations, none of them ever played each other. Brady never played Montana. Jordan never played LeBron. Mahomes played Brady twice in the playoffs, and he's 0-2. Mahomes is 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
And, you could argue if there's a 10-year difference, where Mahomes is older or Brady's younger, he's just Peyton Manning. He's just great during the regular season, can't get past Brady. And the evidence shows, it is what it is. It drives me crazy.
So that's fair. I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, the head-to-head helps.
Brady 2-0 against Mahomes. You know who had a winning record against Brady in the playoffs?
Yeah, eventually, right?
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, not at first, but then he did.
So something tells me Patriots fans don't want to hear that. So put all the stock you want in that. But Peyton Manning head-to-head with Tom Brady in the postseason, 3-2. Mahomes 0-2 head-to-head with Tom Brady. So if you want to play that game, let's play that game.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's play it with Brady and Manning. And I wouldn't take Manning over Brady. I'm not insane. But that's what those numbers would tell you to do if that's what we're basing it on. That's what the caller wants to base it on.
Yeah.
I love Andy Hart has a great take where those two games, okay, the AFC title game, Patriots and Chiefs, and then the Super Bowl, Chiefs and Bucks.
Uh-huh.
Those two games are the difference already. Like they've completely swung Brady versus Mahomes. If Mahomes wins both those games, Brady already isn't considered the greatest of all time. Mahomes already is. If they split, it's much more of a debate.
Yeah.
Those two games are the only reason that Brady is still considered the greatest of all time.
No, right. Brady has himself literally to thank for him still being the GOAT, like the true GOAT, and it's going to take a little while now because, those are two opportunities that Mahomes had. Those are two really good teams. That's his one Super Bowl loss. That was another team that easily could have won, not easily, but I think would have won the Super Bowl had they advanced in 18. They probably would have beaten the Rams. So you're right. That is a big swing right there. But no, I think when it's all said and done, there's going to be a million things. We're going to look at record. We're going to look at MVPs. We're going to look at touchdowns. We're going to look at number of Super Bowls. If there was a three-peat, head-to-head, it'll all be included.
Here's one thing we should agree on. If anybody says, why is Brady the GOAT, what's their answer?
Why is he the GOAT? Super Bowls, I guess?
The rings.
Yes, 7 Super Bowls.
Right? That's what Patriots fans currently say.
Yeah.
So if Mahomes ever ties or passes him, they're going to have to move the goalposts. Because, right now, the go-to thing
if he wins 8, I don't think anybody's going to say anything. Well, I don't know what people are going to say.
Patriots fans will probably be hanging on to exactly what the caller just said. Well, Brady beat him twice head-to-head.
Right, well, that'll be...
there'll be Steelers fans screaming about Bradshaw, Niners fans screaming about Montana. So all I'm saying is, we can come up with a million things to your point, and we probably will, and there's more to it than just the rings.
Right.
But that's the main retort we hear now. If Mahomes ever catches him, or if Mahomes ever passes him, then look out. And I, by the way, I'm not sure he needs to. I'm not sure he needs to catch Brady to be considered the greatest of all time. I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
Does LeBron have 4? LeBron has 4, right?
Yeah.
LeBron Jordan is a debate.
Not for me.
Okay, not for you. But to me, that is a debate. I'm on the Jordan side, too.
Yeah.
But if LeBron wins another and it's 6-5, I might give it to LeBron.
Do you count the bubble one?
Yes.
Yeah. Not a title.
We all would count it if the Celtics won it.
They played in
counts.
a literally Mickey Mouse building. There were no crowd. There was no home road.
Put an asterisk on it. That's fine.
I just took it away.
Okay, well, put an asterisk on it. I'm okay with that. Don't take it away.
It's gone.
Tim Duncan won a lockout shortened year. Does that have an asterisk?
A little bit different. Home crowd, travel schedule, the whole thing.
Shorter season. Does it have an asterisk or no?
That one does not.
You take one away from Duncan. You don't.
There's one there. No. I was taking a look at my numbers.
Very interesting. I give LeBron that one. I'm still with Jordan.
Well, I'll give you this.
But I'm saying I don't think LeBron needs to win 6 to catch Jordan. And I'm not sure, depending on how it plays out, Mahomes needs to win 7 to catch Brady.
Do you think LeBron's winning another one?
I don't.
So I don't think I'm with you on Mahomes. If it's all said and done, and say he even doubles up his regular season MVPs. I look at all this crap, all pros and stuff like that, and he's one Super Bowl short. But maybe there's a three-peat in there. If they win it this year, that's something that also is sort of a distinction. If there happens to be an undefeated season, all that stuff is a little bit of a distinction. I do wonder, will he win? This is getting way ahead of ourselves, but does he win all of his Super Bowls with Andy Reid? Or does he
win one?
Win one with somebody else?
Good call. Because Brady did.
Yeah, and that was holy smokes, because at that point, Belichick was getting maybe as much credit, and then as soon as you saw him win with Bruce Arians on the Tampa Bay Bucks, you're like, holy mackerel.
That's a good point. Text line, good point. LeBron also won the NBA Cup. Jordan never won that.
Damn it.
Add that.
Damn it.
Add that to LeBron's legacy. Let me give you another one for Mahomes.
LeBron James.
Yep.
What if Mahomes wins 6 and he walks away at 33? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Brady gets a lot of credit
Scoreboard
for winning into his
7-6.
40s.
It'll be scoreboard 7-6.
No, but I'm saying, but like that would be an interesting debate. Mahomes walks away early. Could he have won more? We'll never know. Brady gets a lot of credit for playing deep into his 40s and playing at a high level deep into his 40s. So that to me there'd be nuance there and debate there. All I'm saying is the rings settle a lot of debates.
Yeah.
But I don't think Mahomes needs to catch him necessarily to be considered the greatest of all time. He does need to win more than 3, and he would need to win more than 4. Will anything change personnel-wise in terms of their approach this offseason if McDaniels is the offensive coordinator, Keefe? Like,
fullback's back. They already talked about that a little bit.
Well, that's
right?
kind of what I wonder.
Yeah.
Is the fullback here? Is it more 2 tight ends? And does that change?
Yeah, it could be.
I wonder about stuff like this. And is that the right direction for an offense in 2025? Like fullbacks and 2 tight ends. Is that what I want?
I guess it depends on who your tight ends are. Like if your tight end,
Hunter
I know you're not
Henry-
getting Brock Bowers, but I'm saying,
Hunter
like,
Henry and someone else.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
No, it's not.
Hooper.
It's not
I mean, or
ideal.
Hooper would be your third. I don't think you want to go 2 tight ends and run that personnel all day long.
But the one thing, and you know me, I would go 5 wide receivers and throw it every play, so I'm not the right guy to ask. But the 2 tight end thing right now, how many wide receivers on the current roster do you feel good about playing? Not many.
Maybe 0?
Yeah, maybe 0.
Yeah.
So even if you get one in a trade and sign one in free agency, now you still only have 2 that you really like. So 2 tight ends allows you to really focus on those 2 wide receivers. You throw a back there. I mean,
But the Chiefs run 2 tight ends a lot.
yeah, they do.
Noah Gray and Travis Kelce.
Chiefs do? I mean,
Yeah, they do.
I
You
feel like
could say this isn't the Chiefs' stereotypical offense,
mean,
but they do it.
points are down.
Ravens will do it a lot.
Yeah.
Bills will do it a lot. So maybe I'm coming at it the wrong way.
Yeah,
How much does Detroit do it? Detroit does an extra lineman
Well,
all the
they
time.
got
I feel like-
Laporta. I don't know about the other guy.
I feel like they don't run a ton of 2 tight end. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
Somebody fact check me. But I think they bring in an extra offensive lineman. That's what they do.
they throw to their linemen all the time. Yeah.
But you know what? Well, that's true.
They do
Bills,
hook and ladders a little bit.
Ravens, Chiefs do run a lot of 2 tight ends.
Yeah, so you can do it.
So maybe it's not as outdated as I want to make it seem.
Yeah.
But I would also think of that. Not just McDaniels and how he compares to other offensive coordinators, but the offense that he runs, the personnel they got to get for it, that is going to be different. And that's another pivot for Drake May, too. It's not just relearning the offense and the language in the offense, which is one thing. I think it's overstated, but it's something to consider. Now you're changing up personnel and what best suits Drake May. 617-779-7937. Let's go to Rick in Natick. Hello, Rick.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good.
Yeah, Rich, big fan.
Thanks.
I love you back at 10 o'clock. And I'm 100% on your side over the whole beverage gate. I work in a place like Cheers Refrigerator. She's got to get her act together.
Agreed.
Anyway,
Thank you, Rick.
So I want to talk defensive coordinator. Everybody's talking offense. I personally think offense is Josh McDaniel. Makes sense. He's not going to be a head coach. He's going to be here a while. And Jones, fullback. You can put you as a fullback. It's about the alignment of the offense. Put an offensive lineman in there, a tight end. You don't really need a traditional fullback.
No. I would be like a
Jones would get blown off.
I would
It'd
have to be
terrible.
like a Larry
Yeah.
Centers type.
It'd be a disaster.
Not a lot of blocking going on.
Yeah.
I'm fanning out into the flat.
But he was asking about defensive coordinator. Do you have
Keith
any
Byers.
Keith Byers? Do you have anybody in mind for a defensive coordinator,
Okay,
or
well,
do you feel like Vrabel's got it covered?
The name that I like, and I brought him up a million times, I don't think hiring should be all that confusing. Find a defense that you like, find an offense that you like, a scheme, and draw from that. I really find a guy from McVay's tree. I like how Denver plays defense. Jim Leonard, you might remember playing for those Jets teams with Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
That went to back-to-back AFC title games. I think he was on both those teams.
I think so.
So I liked him as a player, or at least respected him as a player. He's the Broncos defensive backs coach. Yeah, they have Patrick Surtain there. You have Christian Gonzalez. I would go to somebody like that. But the name that caught my eye, and it feels more realistic, and not just spitballing names from defenses I like, is it Terrell Jennings? Is that his name?
Yes. Yeah. Terrell Jennings. I believe it is. Yeah.
Or is that the running back they had late in the year this
He
year?
was a running back that they had.
Maybe
Hang
they said
on.
Terrell Williams, maybe?
The short list of names that Reese tweeted out earlier today, I'm like,
Terrell Davis.
This guy makes too much sense.
Terrell
Terrell Williams. I'm
Terrell
sorry.
Owens.
Terrell Williams,
That's what
not
you're
Terrell
saying.
Davis,
Okay.
not Terrell Jennings, not Terrell Owens.
Got it.
Terrell Davis. He was with Vrabel all 3 years. All five of the years when he was in Tennessee. He was with the Lions last year. My guess is he'd be a heavy favorite for D coordinator now that Shane Bowen isn't getting released from the Giants.
Think Robert Sala's got any chance, or is he just going to go to the Niners?
I think he's going to the Niners, but he would be a great hire.
That's what I like. I mean, at least give him an interview or something. I think he's doing head coaching interviews too, but you never know where he's going. I don't think he's going to be a head coach.
You should. I mean, the Bengals' defense last year was atrocious, but you should talk to Anarumo. You should talk to Robert Saleh. You should talk to Who are some of the other defensive coaches who have lost their jobs? You brought up Eberflus before. I would talk
The
to Eberflus.
I'll bring the Flus.
I mean, I would interview him. Why not?
I give him a sniff.
The guy was a good coordinator, bad head coach. So I would look at guys like that. But my guess is it's Terrell Williams, who was with Vrabel in Tennessee. The Lions have had a great run defense this year. He was their defensive line coach. That's probably the guy.